Hello everyone, this is RazedGamer back for my 168th video? Pretty sure that's right. Back with Rimworld of Magic. Last time what did we do? Luke became old enough to where he can start learning. Became old enough for us to start learning. Got some building done. We captured these two prisoners with amazing traits. Just amazingly traded individuals we hope to recruit. Still have the thought of potentially going and buying an item that can extract the traits from them and giving it tough, iron will, industrious to someone else. It's because of how amazing that is, but probably won't. We'll probably just recruit them despite how amazing they are. How amazing Celis here. Even Lospus doesn't have tough, but steadfast, jogger, super immune, just amazing. Yeah, that's that. So now we're back. Let's have Keystoits, however you say his name, I don't know. Casting his magic to speed up the growth of these plants so we can harvest some more magicites. We'll only grown this much because much more, and we would be our guys would be constantly losing mana. Dogs barking at something. Something that doesn't matter, I am certain. So that's all he ever barks at. Stuff that doesn't really matter. But we have everything going. I have our colony nice and well. Still haven't built like a defensible area to funnel enemies in from, but things have been working well so far. I know that only goes until everything goes horribly wrong. Yeah, it's working well so far. Yeah, it's never good to rest on something like that. But you know, it is what it is. Maybe I should start construction on something to defend ourselves. Make this area more defensible. I don't know. Well, I'll decide as we progress in the video. Maybe we'll build something, maybe we won't. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, since decided to build some wooden barricades here for some defense, just a bit, not much. Built a new room for the prisoners we're going to recruit. Marith had to go into his death rest. And a Cloak of Supremacy just got made, it said. Someone go ahead and put it on. Not seeing anyone with the cloak, so good quality Thrumbo Fur Cloak of Supremacy. Look at all that defense. Look at the extra energy and energy regen. Raze, you're gonna wear that. Now look how much mana you generate. Now we are in a mana surge, so creatures gain mana faster, but still a big boost. More defense. Gives a chance to avoid attacks. It's great. Also got some more research on arcane artifacts, which unlocks all of these special items like Bracers of the Pacifist. Can only be worn by pawns that rejected violence. Pawns that can't fight. They get a lot of energy regen, or they don't suffer from arcane weaknesses as much. They work faster, research faster. A mace called Decimation, which provides these bonuses, a chance to make the person hits frail on hit. Special rings that, for example here, just causes the person to gain experience for their class faster. Ring specifically for Death Knight, for psionics, makes psionic more psychic sensitive. Thrumbo Saber, which is a great weapon. Takes 2,000 silver to make, though. Has a chance to haste the user on hit, which makes them attack faster. It's good damage. The Winter's Rain Staff, which is technically the biggest bonuses for a magic staff, but the ability Hailstorm isn't as good as the defensive one that Razed Staff has. And also it causes the surrounding area to slowly get colder over time. So, you know. Also, you know, the Thrumbo Saber. 48% melee penetration, not great. Good damage and chance to haste on hits. You also have like the Thrumbo Axe though, which I think a little less average damage on hits, little less melee damage per second, a lot more armor penetration. Doesn't have the chance to haste, but it has a chance to hit multiple people at once when you attack with it. And it's also cheaper. So it's like, well, if we wanted to, we could make some cheap wands for everyone. A wand of ice, fires single shot, 18 damage. Good accuracy on it. Gives mana, max energy regen, damage boost. They're not really super useful like, compared to guns. At least in my opinion. Sure, they increase the power of your abilities, but it's just not really worth it in my opinion. Also make a Thrumbo Bow for a certain class, but yeah, these are what we're gonna use our Thrumbo horns on, stuff like this. Gonna make a Thrumbo Axe. With the axe, have Raze craft it, and then we'll give it to well, Marith is out and they have a decent weapon, but probably end up giving it to Marith in the future just to be able to fight with. I mean, it's just a good weapon. Everything's going good, everything's well. I'd like to have some stuff to sell. Luke, how are you? You're well, your learning's high. You're happy. That's what's important. You are going to be a future magic user of this colony. You will be an amazing magic user. Good quality Thrumbo Axe. It's great for a melee fighter. Which we will have someone use in the future. For now, let me take a look. We haven't been raided in a while, but which means that we might get raided in the future. Right now, I'm gonna let time pass. Wait until morning. Once morning comes, I think I'm gonna send someone off to I'm gonna send someone off to sell some of our stuff, sell some of our goods. Maybe pick up a book that'll teach someone a class. It's always handy, always useful, always good. Fortunately, we can't sell this Persona Plasma Sword because the game just won't let us. It's fortunate, but it is what it is. Could sell some just plain cloth, but making it into clothes is better. So does sell for more. So this person makes some parkas. Once the parkas are made, we can go and sell them, and yeah, everything will be good. Everything will be nice and good. Nice and good and happy and just good overall. Custoit, get over here. Do that. I always need more magicite. Magicite is always needed. Under every circumstance, we need more magicite. Constantly craft stuff, craft spells. I mean, the high level spells cost a decent chunk of magicite and devil strands. I could make lich form for Raze, but I could make the big spells for people. Scorn, it's not very useful. For the succubus, it causes them to launch yourself to an area, dealing damage to nearby enemies. Afterward, they'll gain increased physical damage and a damage shield. I mean, it's a good ability. It's not really just super worth it, from what I remember. Raze Lich form is very powerful. But once it's used, there's no return. Turns them into a Lich. This gives them benefits and negatives. Extra mana, mana regeneration, immunity to disease, resistance to damage, health regeneration. No longer needs to sleep, will no longer sleep or eat. Gains ability Flight and Death Bolt. All super powerful. But will no longer be able to perform work that involves caring, social, animals, firefighting, artistic, or dumb labor. Okay. Loses all passion for work except fighting and research. Alright. Learns slower, and his global work speed is reduced by 75%. Also moves slower. But global work speed reduced by 75% means that research will be significantly slower. Crafting. The big thing is crafting like this. His crafting will be significantly, several times slower. Will be 3/4 slower, so makes crafting anything much more difficult. But it does make him a monster in battle. I could craft Holy Wrath. I've never used it before, so don't really know what to take of it. And we could take Custoit's ability Recall. Basically, it lets him put down a point that any point he can return to. Puts down a point, and then, like, let's say he gets injured or something, he can activate Recall to shoot back to that point, and all of his injuries from before then will be gone, be undone. It's basically how it works. And have stuff. Level 0, only activated manually. Level 1, 50% chance for the Recall to send him back on death. Send him back in time. 50% chance to trigger on down. 100% chance to trigger. Reason don't like using it is because keeping it up costs a large amount of mana and mana regen. And the time art marker only lasts for at max level 32 hours, so it's not super amazing in my opinion. It is good because it lets him basically defy death, but if he's never in a situation where death's an issue, where he's really in danger, then doesn't really do much. Also, I put this wooden bookcase down, which just improves research speed, apparently. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's put some more dining chairs down for people. I'm about to say it's getting a little dirty. What are the undead doing? Got this all being made. We'll send our guys off after once next morning comes, sends people off with our money and some stuff to sell. And we'll see what... We'll come to see what is up at... What's there for sale. Anything that we're interested in. Oh, 715 gold. That's a lot. In the meantime, Raze has a deeper understanding of magic. It's good. Good for him. Just put that there. Just putting that there just to make it look a bit nicer. Really, it's just a waste of material, but when you have the opportunity to make things look nice, why not do it? Well, the answer is because it raises your colony's wealth, makes your people less happy, and which will in turn make your people have more expectations, and causes bigger raids to come your way. And also, anytime that you need stuff like this, stuff like these blocks to, you know, actually build something, you won't have them. I mean, those are all reasons to do it, but I mean, who cares about any of that? Yeah, I really shouldn't do it, but I am. Meatball, Raise. Hey, Raise, you just spell mending on Meatball. Make him move a little slower, but repair the undead's gear. Okay, the parkas are made. We will be sending Cinder out. Sending Cinder out. We'll be sending all of our parkas with her to sell. It's L-Tech shirt. It's L-Tech's vest. All of our money. Why not send our guinea pig fur with her to sell as well? Sell off just some of this stuff that we don't really have much use for. And any weapons that we want to sell. I want to sell this, but no one will buy it, so. How about this steel knife? It's not worth much, but it's something. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. Stallion is unable to reach the exit. For some reason, a wooden barricade like this, your colonists can go right over it, no problem. Stuff like, animals like that, though, oh, they're impossible. Impossible. Not... how could they do that? How could they make it over? It's just an impossibility. I have to mark all this stuff again. Bird skin, light leather, camel hide, wolf skin, guinea pig fur. So 50 of this, send 50 of this ambrosia. 80 of it. Now to get to this stuff, the steel knife, just to get rid of it. Parkas. The vests and shirts. And all the silver. I told the bring the horse, right? Yep, okay. Good. Gonna send her off with the undead horse to buy everything. Sell stuff and see what's interesting for us to buy. Marith can now wake from his death rest. So he's going to wake up. Where's the wake up? Wake now. You're up from your death rest. Wake up from your death rest. You're good. Cinder's off. Now we have our colony going nice and well and happy and everyone's good. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Well, we just got a new recruit. We got Lost Puss. So we have a new recruit, which we will be getting to work. Lost Puss, you are good at shooting and artistic. And that's about it. So, you know what? You can help clean. Sure, you can do it set to art. Not really going to be doing any art of it, but fine, sure. You can hunt, you can construct in your off time. Other than that, everything else is set fine to be fine. You will equip this battle rifle. Luke's happy. Yep. Everyone's happy. Cinder's nearly here to trade, and we'll get to see what they have for sale. What they're willing to trade with us. First off, throw all this stuff. It's a good chunk of money right there. Throw all this in there, and yep, that's a good chunk of money. Let's see what you got. Combat form faceless, combat style commander, arcane tome, bard. The bard just walks around incapable of dumb labor and the work type will be disabled. Bards walk around and improve people's mood, have other abilities. Geomancy. It's incomplete, but we do want a geomancer, so we will be purchasing that. Let's see. Looking at other things they have. Buy a Thrumbo. Well, we don't have enough money, but if we had enough, we could buy a Thrumbo Saber. But it's pretty expensive. Something I saw. Orb of Souls. Orb of Souls will absorb all traits from a target. Target will lose the absorbed traits. Process is almost always lethal. Ooh, we could absorb... You know, we have that other person that we were going to recruit. We could absorb their traits and give them to someone else. I mean, she has perfect traits, which means that we could give 3 perfect traits to another pawn. It is a move we could do. No, we're gonna keep it. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna be that evil. Not when we can recruit them to our side. But a necrotic orb here. Artifact enhances necrotic energy. When equipped by a pawn that's staying undead, absorbs energy from a necromancer as if it were undead itself. Okay. Also reduces the total upkeep cost to staying undead by 25%. No energy is available from a necromancer. Will disperse energy to maintain undead. That sounds perfect for Raze. Now we're going to send Cinder back. You get to live. Oh, you are so perfect, though. Giving that to Raze. Makes him when he's a lich, he can still work a bit harder. Work a bit harder as a lich. It's tough. He takes 50% less damage on top of the damage resistance of being a lich. Oh. Well, we've researched fabrication. Allows us to... What allows us to build components, make a fabrication bench, and later we can make, further research, we start making advanced components. For right now, I'm just going to move on to recon armor. No, actually, let's go on some of the cheaper research that we haven't gotten yet. We've really just advanced real far while skipping a lot of stuff, so let's get to that other stuff first. Fabrication bench takes up so much space. bit of a problem with this room. Don't actually have enough room for all the items that we could potentially, all the building benches we could potentially get. Like, we don't have a furnace. Put one here, but we also don't have stuff like shoot frenzy earth rays. Okay, the Rimworld mod, which has special building, special desks for each of these types of weapons. Make kinetic weapons, molten weapons, which high damage, blunt guns deal blunt damage, and guns that deal especially sharp damage. High rate of fire, good armor penetration, low damage. And then there's modular equipment manufacturing. You can make weapons that can be modded to different types. I'm gonna be honest, now that I think about it, a lot of the modular weapons kind of suck in this mod, if I'm being honest. Like, they have... like, the accuracy on them's not great for the amount of damage they deal. But whatever, I guess. It's fine. Just looking at these turrets and the things that this can unlock. It doesn't offer a lot, but I like to have the Rimworld mod on because it adds... well, those things might not be the greatest overall. It does unlock stuff like... where is it? Some extra certain guns, like modular carbine, which is actually a good modular weapon. It's the... surprisingly, the modular carbine's like the base form of a modular gun. You add the mods to it, which make it worse, in my opinion. But it also adds a lot of new armors. Like medic gear, nomad gear, pioneer gear, strike suits, close combat gear, drop suit, fire supports. The armor alone makes the mod worth it for me. And so I use it. But we have everything going. We have Cinder making her way back. Doesn't have a lot of days of food. Not much food, but she should make it back soon enough. You can harvest more ambrosia from here because this ambrosia is just a gift that keeps on giving. Luke's running around in nature. Great learning. Luke's happy. And that makes us happy, right? Right? I mean, I have depression, so really, no, doesn't for me at all, but doesn't do much for me, but hey, that's because life with depression sucks. There's nothing anyone can do about it. This is getting depressing already, I'm gonna stop. Okay. How much magicite do we have? Not enough for what I want, actually. The dog's going nuts in the other room. Okay, well, not much is going on right now anyway, so going to pause for now and pause recording for now, and while I'm at it, going to go see if there's actually something I need to be concerned about with the dog losing his mind. As you can hear. Okay, we had Cinder come back. She with our goods, had some stuff done. But also, we have reached a point where we have this arcane script. Now was this alone is not worth anything, not useful, but where is it? Using this gem of arcane insight, Lospus can now become a Geomancer. So Geomancer, well, new mage. Moves slower, has toxic resistance, deals with temperature better, lower melee dodge chance, mines faster, carries more, works slower, mental breaks harder, learns slower. So some stuff. Look how much they have to go to break. You have a mental break. Also, magic-wise, gain stone skin. Give a person apply stone skin to a target. Each charged stone skin absorbs a single attack, regardless of how powerful or weak. So basically, it makes it where the person you give it to a person and they just gain immunity to X amount next attacks. Keeping stone skin up causes the caster to have their max mana reduced. Can only contain a limited number of stone skin instances. Amount of people you can have it on, amount of max mana it keeps, have it up. The number of attacks it mitigates for wearing off. Just useful defensively. Closes the target area in a ring of stone, isolating sections of the battlefield. Earthen hammer. Launch stones from the surrounding earth. Fire subterranean stones and surface stones, if there are. Basically, can throw chunks at people, and first and third stone, every third stone after will be a subterranean one, unless there's sufficient gravitational energy. How does that work? Amount of weight Geomancer is able to manipulate. The more weight they're able to manipulate, the more they can throw. Reduce the time between throw and duration of stun applied to the caster. Sentinel, create a stone sentinel to defend an area. Remain dormant until enemies within range, and they'll break free of their stone prison to defend their terrain. Costs MP to keep up, and you can cause the sentinel to explode. I believe. Maybe I'm wrong with that. But you have sentinels that stay up and just fight enemies that you can put up. Earth Sprites, the main reason I want a Geomancer, has the ability to turn stone into workable soil, and turns workable soil into fertile soil. Once summoned, they'll work on the terrain, moving to nearby areas until dismissed by the Geomancer. Earth Sprites only understand basic instructions, will move randomly to a new area to continue their work, making the ground more fertile. No nearby area needs work, summon will end. Earth Sprites are summoned into an area. Exchange for their efforts. The sprites will constantly take mana from the Geomancer. Yes, how it works is, if we put it like here, it would slowly start turning the ground fertile. And also every time it makes ground fertile, it gives you Magicite, so more source of Magicite, yay. But if we were to use it on like this stone over the ground over here, it would turn it into rough soil that could be used to plant. Main reason I wanted them. They also have Meteor, just call down a meteor in a location. I mean, I don't think I need to describe why that's useful. Splat, if you drop a meteor on someone. Also, increase the chance that cells adjacent to the meteorite's core will contain precious minerals. Because the middle of the meteorite will always have a mineral of some kind. You can increase the chance that cells adjacent to its core contain precious minerals. So you can use it for minerals if you want. Now, Lost Boss, we just need you to level up enough to get Earth Sprites. Maybe have Cinder mentor you in magic. Yep. I mean, you're level 1, she's much higher level, gives you a lot of levels immediately. Increase speed at which Earth Sprites work. Increase the amount, as you can see, they give you a massive negative to mana regeneration. Put it all there, and now, Lost Boss, get out here, and what I want you to do is get the earth sprites to work. As you can see, there's a little place you can see the earth sprites, the little glow. Slowly turn this ground into fertile ground, which cause plants to grow faster on them. And also gives us magicite, which, as we've said multiple times, you can never have too much magicite. And if we need to turn more ground that's rough into fertile ground, well, we can do that. It's something we will most certainly be doing at some point in the future. Let's see, next bit of research I want to get. Where is it? Plate armor, just armor. So we can get to more advanced armor. I guess don't need plate armor, actually. It doesn't really help us much, really, now I think about it. What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know, I really don't know. Archogenetics, why not? Celius, you just need to get recruited. You will be our next mage. Thinking we're going to turn boss into a combat class, so... Well, sprites made some ground, fertile soil somewhere. Tell because, yep, 100% fertility, and it gave us some magicite. And just slowly, constantly works all the time. Super useful. Super powerful. Now, when you can just advance time on stuff to make it grow faster, well, having the fertile soil doesn't seem as valuable because you can just accelerate time on it to make it grow immediately. But well, Custoid only has so much mana, and I don't want to this lets us not have to micromanage as much to get the best out of it that we can. And this gives us free magicite, so that alone makes it worth it. We've also, with our constant spell mending on people, on our undead, we've gotten rid of none of them have gear below 50% durability. And we only have 2 undead now, currently, so it's not a lot, but something. Haven't been rated by any people this video. We haven't, right? If you guys haven't seen it, I haven't seen it, and pretty sure we haven't, so is what it is. Since we haven't seen it, well, we just haven't. What kind of sentence was that, you idiot? We haven't, so we haven't. Okay, well, it's a sentence of all time. It's definitely a sentence of all time. And I don't know where I was going to go with it, so... Anyway... Oh, what the hell's wrong with me? Do we want to make a robe of the Archmage? Not going to be made out of Thrumbo fur, which is a little unfortunate, but... Let's see. Well, how defensive is made out of Devil Strand? Pretty defensive. Not against blunt damage, but against sharp damage. That's good. Yeah, we'll make one out of that. Make a robes of the Archmage. Raise. Ooh, raise. Why can't I tell you to work on the robes of the Archmage? Does it fall under tailoring, technically? That doesn't seem to be fixing it. Do we not have the materials for it? 500 magicite. Okay, we don't have the materials for it. So yeah, we'll have him make that later. Oh, look at our colony. It's not the prettiest, but you know what? It's a solid colony full of magically gifted people. I have this random room here that doesn't really serve any purpose. In fact, we'll just remove these. There's no real point in them being there. And we'll put some granite down. Okay, about to say that is granite, right? Yep. It's all there. It's all made, looked real nice. It's all good. Everyone's happy. Celius is going to start being recruited soon. Everything's going well. Something you shouldn't really say in Rimworld because things could. That's like the signal for things to go bad. But could do with a raid. That's one issue that we could really do with. But I mean, when that's your only real issue, is that you want people to raid you so that you can get some. Well, me, it's so I can get some undead. But when that's your only issue, well, I think you're doing good. Celius has been recruited. Take this frag cat rifle. So you can cook, so you can be the off cook. Can hunt. Don't really need you to mine. But I guess if you're not doing anything else, you can work on you can do some mining. Yeah. Simple stuff. Good shooter. You're a good cook. You're a decent cook. You're tough. You're iron-willed. You're industrious. You are amazing. Maybe I should have ripped the skill. Maybe I should have ripped these traits out of you and just given them to Raze. That sounds horrible. But, you know, there's a decent chance that was the right move that I just didn't make. I mean, this is Rimworld. Things are going to be bad. You need to... If you're not doing horrible things, well, some people would say you're playing it wrong. I wouldn't go that far, but Flash Storm, Floor. Ruger, there's no need for you to be doing that. The dog. And also, thing I forgot about is those there for temperature. Celius, our newest recruit. And with you here, the new recruits and stuff being built, I think I'm going to end the video there. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see all of you next time. Bye.